Thoughts from the trail. I'm Scott Anderson.
Good morning from the trail. I'm continuing to think this morning about happiness, and in particular, I'm thinking about some of the challenges we face pertaining to happiness. And one of the ever-present and under-addressed challenges is our mental health. And there's been a long-standing taboo in our society about talking about mental health. I think of it this way. Let's say I go outside and I trip on the ice and I break my arm. At that point, I would immediately seek medical attention to help heal my arm. I would not keep it to myself, try to hide it from other people around me. That would be ludicrous. And while I am way oversimplifying this analogy because I know they are not exactly the same, we can treat mental health and our emotional well-being the same way. For those who may want to judge others, let's let them judge and do our best to disregard their negativity and their poison as it pertains to mental health. Think of it this way. If our car starts acting up, running rough, or the brakes are screeching, we are going to take it in to get it tuned up and or repaired. And then another analogy I like pertaining to autos is the oil change. Can your car still operate if you don't change the oil every 3,000 miles? Well, the answer is yes. At some point, though, it will have a problem. But in order for the car to be at its best, the oil and the filter need replacing regularly. One more thing about the oil change that is very important to note. When you get your oil change, you are dumping or leaving the dirty oil, the less effective oil, with the auto care professional. And this brings me back to the idea that we have around mental health and emotional trials. We can do the same thing with a professional, therapist and or a medical doctor. They can serve in the same function as that auto care professional. I know this because I've done it myself, and I absolutely love my therapist. It is by far one of the best things I have ever done for myself. And it's not always easy, but for me, it was extraordinarily productive, and I know others who have done the same say the same. So when we find ourselves in a funk or something even more serious, let's encourage ourselves and others around us to find a professional source to help us and them dump their oil and begin the process of getting back on track as they define it for themselves. Let me encourage myself and you and all of us that it is okay to not be okay. We are not weirdos, freaks, or anything negative. We are human beings. And if you are, or anyone else you know, having a rough time, please be aware that there is help available by calling or texting 988. One final word, with this being the holiday season, I recommend that we all be vigilant about our own emotions and the emotions of those around us. The holidays can be very difficult for people. Let us be kind, let us be blessed, and I will see you next time on the trail.